Ciao, benvenuti, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be touring the Sicilian coastal town of Tusa, where we will be touring several homes that are for sale. We hope you'll enjoy this.
Ancient homes, I might add.
Ancient.
So, back in California, prior to our retiring in 2019, Gina and I, we own a real estate company, and my experience in real estate goes back to, as a professional, 1988. So, looking at real estate from that perspective is much different than it is here in Sicily, wouldn't you say? However, we'd like to give you a perspective from someone from North America, especially a real estate professional. As we look at each of these homes, we'll be analyzing the opportunities that they present.
Absolutely. Enjoy.
The things most important in life are simple but beautiful, and this is an example.
The entire building of Chiesa di Maria is bordered by ornamental stone. The side portals are in the Baroque style, while the central is in the late Gothic style. As we enter the Church of Mary of the Assumption, we see sculptures of saints and prophets above the wooden choir loft. And under the altar, we found a crypt where they buried their priests. As you wander through the beautiful streets admiring the ancient buildings, you'll venture through an arched stone gate which formed the medieval city walls. Arriving at the highest point of the town, you'll be welcomed by the ruins of this palazzo, dating back to the 1300s. This building was one of the main residences of the noble Ventimiglia family. Here at Casa Bella is where we start our tour. At approximately 3,400 square feet, plus a basement, this palazzo features large rooms of about 300 square feet and 12 feet high coved ceilings. The floors are custom-made ceramic tiles, painted especially by local artisans to blend nicely with the color chosen for the walls. They are asking 120,000 euros for this property.
Well, here's an opportunity for those courageous of heart. 70, 72, and 74 are all collectively for sale. 40,000 euros. And this tiny little cortile or courtyard also boasts a well built during the Arab occupation, which goes back further than 1,000 years ago. Now, another interesting item to note here about this very historic stone house. Look on up and you'll see a roof terrace. From that roof terrace, there is a completely unobstructed panoramic view of everything. So this is the oldest church in Tusa from about 1500. So now this is one of the few remaining antique fountains in this area. So in this particular part of the community here, all the houses around here would have to come here to collect their water. This is coming straight from the mountains, and it's still operational.
Sistemato un po'. I due piani sopra no.
Va bene.
Considerate che in questa casa bisogna farci il bagno, perché l'unico bagno che c'era era questo. Però sono delle antiche fontanelle dove la gente veniva, perché non tutte le case avevano l'acqua all'interno della casa. Si veniva qui a prendere l'acqua per portarla a casa, le donne.
C'è?
No,
Si può aggiungere un po'.
sopra sì. Questo ha questo piano e più due stanze qua sopra. Adesso ci andiamo e ti faccio vedere. Il prezzo è di 5 trattabili con 20 grammi. 20 grammi.
Questo, right here, let me show you this. This is the view outside the bedroom window. Just gorgeous. The asking price is 25,000 euros, but we could easily, in this case, get it for 20.
Antico forno a legna.
This piece is, wow.
Da sopra. Questa.
Here you've got your wood burning oven. This is the kitchen that was used more recently, and obviously would still have need of some renovations to bring it up to standard, but so here we're on the top floor of this house, just coming out of that kitchen. Next door is an old monastery that has now been turned into a museum of mosaics, and you can get a little glimpse. You really probably won't be able to see it well, but inside there, that's the museum down in there. And that's right up attached to this house up here. So the monastery turned into a museum that we just saw. This is that wall from inside the kitchen here of that old monastery. Imagine a huge antique stone wall, or ancient stone wall inside your kitchen.
Questo è il collegio delle suore, ci vivevano prima, che è attaccato alla chiesa di San Pietro.
Ah, questa è la chiesa cattolica. There's a family from Switzerland purchased this house. So to explain the renovations of these old stone houses, in most cases, you'd have to rebuild every one of these balconies. Now, in this case, they put new iron for supports, for structural members, and then the floor, the base, is done with marble. So while an 8,000 euro price may be attractive, you also have issues in renovating walls leaning like this. Imagine the cost of some of these renovations. Oh, you gotta come and get this. You've got to come and get this. Wow! Now, the homes requiring renovations, this one has less renovation needed. It's nice and solid, it's on a corner, and in the rear, in the back, it has beautiful sea view. Let's take a look.
La scala è quella originale.
Davvero? Sembrano in buona condizione.
La casa è stata ristrutturata solo poi abbandonata.
Ah, tutto il lavoro brutto già fatto.
Sì.
Ok?
L'unica cosa da fare è una parte del tetto da sistemare perché le tegole ci sono, ma bisogna coibentare.
Sì, appunto.
Poi c'è un'altra stanza perché non si vede niente.
Oh, sì.
Ma purtroppo quindi abbiamo
You know, this isn't bad, Via. For 25 grand?
Wow, mi
No,
piace.
va bene.
vieni, che non va bene.
Ok. Ai.
Piccola cucina. Era scale.
Oh boy.
Un altro vagone.
Yeah.
Un domani si potrebbe aprire questa parte di tetto e in mezzo al tetto fare un piccolo terrazzo.
Definitivamente.
Perché qui guarda cosa c'è.
C'è poco luce. Ha senso di aprire tutto.
Guarda.
Sì, certo, ha senso di aprire tutto questo.
Sì, e togliere pure una parte del tetto per far entrare.
No, Velox.
Sì.
2 Velox.
Vedi cosa c'è?
Mamma mia.
Sulla via Alesina. Sulla via principale.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Qui c'è un po' di...
Some of these videos are going to be a little quirky because
Yeah, they are. Now here is the roof terrace, which has been closed in already. Now this is the one for 25,000, and they've done a lot of renovations already. So this roof is new, They've closed this in, and then there's this terrace up here, which frankly, they closed it in too much. I would open it up because when you see, watch your step here, when you see what you've got outside this window facing northeast, you'll see what I'm talking about. Huh?
Mamma mia. La vista è incredibile.
So now this is a roof. It's new that was put on by the previous owners, and it closed in a roof terrace. Now, there's not enough light. So these are the two things that would make a lot of sense to do. Between these beams here, put in a couple of skylights. Now you've got all the light you could possibly imagine. And then with this tiny little window here, open it up down to the floor. You use the same header and make double doors with this gorgeous panorama of the Mediterranean. It's a very, very low-cost renovation that would make all the difference in the world with the value. Ed, vediamo se ci si interessa. Ok. Se ci si...
Se volete.
Oh, sì.
Possiamo andare a fare dei video ad Alesa, dove ci sono gli scavi archeologici, perché potrebbe essere interessante per chi...
Sì, l'abbiamo già fatto video di Alessa. Okay. Sì. Ed anche... Okay, so now here's the old investor in me speaking. Almost all of these houses in the centro storico of these little villages, the old ancient center, they're attached. And so you have a window on the front, maybe, and the windows in the back. The windows in the back here face the sea. As you just saw, the panorama is amazing. But in this particular case, this home is on a corner of two streets. So you actually have natural light coming in from three sides. Now that's very unique. And at a price of 25,000 euros, with a home which most of the ugly work has already been done, and now it's just finishes to do for renovation, you could have an incredible home for 40,000 euros, ready to move in with a gorgeous panorama.
So we had a fantastic day in Tusa today.
Sure did.
What a beautiful place. If you like ancient places, I'm sure you really appreciated that tour. But one of the wonderful things about it is its location being high in the mountains, so that you have the opportunity to see other communities or villages. You can see the mountains. You also have an opportunity on a clear day to see maybe even Mount Etna erupting, although it's far away, so you don't have to be afraid. But also, just a short 10-minute drive away, you have an opportunity to see the sea, to go to the beach. And you know what? It's just that close.
Yeah, that footage that you just saw, that's the marina of Tusa. It's gorgeous. We love it there. In fact, our favorite bakery is right there, Pino's Bakery. We love it.
It's the best.
It is. So now you've heard about these €1 house schemes. They're all over Italy, and there are hundreds right here on the island of Sicily. As a real estate professional, my advice to you is this. In many cases, it's not worth it. What we showed you today is quite worth it. Now, why do I say it's not worth it? Well, there are two reasons. Number one, because you're required to put down a sizable deposit, at least €5,000, that the local municipality holds on to, and they will come back and inspect when you're all done with your renovations within a limited time. You've got anywhere from 1 to 3 years to complete all of the renovations to their satisfaction. Otherwise, you lose your deposit.
And it's not always easy because there's a lot of bureaucracy that's involved.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
That was the other reason, the bureaucracy. So if a lot of things are out of your control and your money's just sitting in their treasury. So don't really recommend it. What we showed you today is what we would recommend. Right?
Totally. What I love about it too is for people, history buffs and people who love particular eras of time and architecture, you got the Baroque, you have the Arab Norman, you have different types of styles depending on the nations that were living there at the time. So,
right. You've got Aragonese, which is from Spain. You've got Norman from northern France. You've got Roman, Greek, Saracen, which is North Africa.
There's something for everyone.
So anyway, we would like to hear if this is what you like to see, we'll produce more. If there's other things you would like to see, let us know, because that's really our desire to.
Yeah, so we look forward to your comments because it helps us to know what you want. We are a community. You and Carlo and I, we are a community. So let us know what pleases you and what you like, and we'll do our best to offer that to you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time. If you like this video, please be sure to share it with your loved ones or your friends, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video.
See you next time.
Ciao.